Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Flora's Design. So I'm going to show you guys how I made this short pant. So let's get straight to the video. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. So I folded my fabric by 2, my lap measurement divided by 2. Yeah, I folded my lap measurement divided by 2 plus 5 inch. That is how I folded this fabric plus 5 inch. As you are not cutting directly to paper, so for you to cut it directly to your cloth, your lap measurement divided by 2 plus 5 inch. So right now I'm marking my starting point. I want to mark my starting point. This is where I can take all the measurement that will be going on this dress. So I'm rolling it down. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, this is a growing channel. I'll be bringing you banger every week. Trust me, every cloth I teach you here, nothing is omitted. I will teach you everything that I do, and you're going to make it nice. It's going to come out so fine. So right now, under my starting point, I will minus 2 inch. The 2 inch is for my band I will be cutting. Yes, I will be putting band on this dress. Yes, so the 2 inch, I minus 2 inch to take my down measurements, my full length measurement. So plus 1 inch. Sorry, plus 1.5 inch. Half inches for folding, 1 inch is for folding, and half inches for joining the band. So that is it. So every measurement that you will be taking on this dress, make sure that you minus 2 inches. So after that, I will minus the same 2 inches to take my hip gauge. Measure your hip gauge, where your hip is from your waistline to your hip. Measure your hip gauge here. I took out the 2 inches measurement to help measure my hip gauge. After it, I ruled down the line, just like I'm doing like this in this video. Please follow this process. You are not going to regret that. So I'm labeling it. This is my waistline and this is my hip line. Yeah, that is basically what I'm doing right now. So right now, I'm going to measure my crotch depth. Sit on a flat surface on your chair and measure down. Then that will be your crotch depth on a flat surface. Or another way to measure your crotch depth is you come down by 3 inches or 2 inches from your hip line. Yeah, that is how to get your crotch depth. But me, I normally sit a client on a flat surface and measure their crotch depth so that it will not be too tight on them. Yeah, that is basically it. So the next step now is to mark my 1 inches down. This will be where this is where I will take my allowances from, for the fact that we are not cutting from the paper. So you needed this thing. You have to rule it down. Yeah, you will still see what I will do with the 1 inches. Yeah, when I'm done rolling it down, just like I'm doing like this in this video, follow the due process, and your pant is going to come out. You don't need pattern paper. Just follow this process and it's going to come out so fine. Please subscribe to my channel. This channel is a new channel. Please support me, my darling, my lovers. Okay, let's still be going. So like this now, it's now time to take my horizontal measurement because I'm done with verticals. I'm done with verticals measurement. So I'm labeling here crotch depth. That is exactly what I'm doing here. As I measured, I have labeled my waist, my hip, and my crotch depth. So the next measurement now is my horizontal measurement because I'm done taking the vertical ones. So on my hip side, I divided my hip measurement by 4. I didn't add any inches, any allowances. Follow this process. So on the crotch line, I divided my crotch measurement by 2. By 2, and I marked it there, just like I'm doing like this in this video. Do you get? So I'll move over to the waist side. I will come in by 1.5 inches to shape my waist to the hip so that it will have a hip curve and be like trouser. That's exactly what I'm doing, like so. I shaped it. I came in by 1.5 and I shaped it to get that hip curve there. Then from that hip curve, I will now take my waist measurement. I will divide my waist by 4 plus 1 inches for that and 1 inches for allowance. You add your allowances on the waist side now. But the other ones, you're not going to add any allowances for now. But on the waist side, while marking directly, you are going to add your allowances. I added 1 inches for that and 1 inches for for sewing allowances and for ease. You can add 0.75. It depends on how you want your waist to be, so you don't run a shortage of fabric. So on the waist, on the crotch depth, I'm confirming my measurement. So on the downside, like the length, whatever you got on your crotch depth, you are going to put it on the length side, like the downside, adding 0.75. Add 0.75 inches for the allowance for the downside, so that your short is not going to be tight on you. It's going to be free and fine. But if you want it to be tighter, you don't need to add it. Just put your crotch depth straight. But if you don't want it to be tight on you, add 0.75. So on the crotch line, I'm adding my crotch extension. How do I get my crotch extension? I divided my hip measurement by 4. Whatever I got, I divided it again by 4. That is how to get your crotch extension. So I'm rolling it down to meet the hip measurement line, just like I'm doing like this in this video, my darling. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. So I'm curving it down to go and meet the hip measurement. Whatever you got on your hip measurement divided by 4, and you divide it again by 4, that is your crotch extension. Yeah, that is your crotch extension. That is basically what I'm cutting here, marking it down for it to be seen. So I am done marking this. I'm just taking the lines very well, so that you're going to see it very well. So I'm now going to extend the line down to the end of the fabric. That is the length of the short. Yeah, remember that we added 0.75 on the length of the short, so that it will be free. Yeah, that is exactly what I'm doing. So I'm going to join the lines together right now, just like I'm doing like this in this video. Follow this process and you're not going to regret it, my darling. So right now, I'm going to come down by 1 inch on that waist side. Come down by 1 inch where you draw your hair, your crotch length. Come down by 1 inch and take it down, take it up to that waist side, just so that it will give you that low waist on the front that used to be fine. So coming to that 1 inch that we drew, we are going to put our allowances. So on the hip side, on the crotch side, I'm going to go out by ½ inch allowances. On the hip side, I'm going to come out by ½ inch allowances. Just look at it. It's coming out from that 1 inch that we drew there. That is where our allowance is going to come in from. Then on the short length, we are going to come in by ½ inch allowances. But on the waist side, we are not putting any allowances. So it's now time for us to draw the line together, just like I'm doing like this in this video. After it, we are going to connect it down to the waist side. Yeah, we do not add allowance on the waist side because we have already added allowances when we are marking the waist measurement. Yeah. So for others, we do not add allowances then. So it's now we add allowance through that 1 inch that we drew out. So we have added our allowances. No, we are done with everything concerning the front. Yeah, this is basically how to draw your shorts without any paper or pattern on your cloth direct. So now time for us to cut. Follow this process. You are not going to get it wrong. I promise you. Please subscribe to my channel, my darling. Please help your sister. Subscribe to my channel. I swear you are not going to regret this. Thank you so much. So right now we are about to cut our shorts. We are cutting our short now. Just follow this process. So here, I am so sorry. I don't know that my camera was not recording when I was cutting the short. So I've already done cut it. So I have to fix everything back for you to see how I cut it. I'm just showing like this how I cut. I've already cut it before, but I don't know that the camera wasn't recording. So I am showing you how I cut everything. So I cut out the waist slope like this, cut out the crotch line just like this, and I will cut out the length just like this. So that is how I cut it out. So we are done with the front piece. This is how your front piece is going to look like after cutting. Yeah, this is how. So we're about to mark our darts. You measure your waist. Whatever you get on your waist, divide it by 2 and mark your darts. Divide it by 2, equal, and mark your darts. So I am dividing my waist by 2 and I marked my darts. The length of the dart is, I measured 4 inches length and I took half inches on the side. Yeah, I took half inches on the side of that measurement I created, like half of your waist, to form your dart, if that makes sense. I took half inches here and I took half inches here, my darling. Yeah, that is basically it for our dart, honey. So we are going to, I'm drawing my dart legs now to go and make the 4 inches down, just like I'm doing like this in this video. That's just basically it for the front. Yeah, I will do it on the one side of the front and the other side of the front. So it's good for you to notch your dart, so that when sewing, you are not going to find it difficult to be looking for your dart or something, or to be stressing yourself. You just fold it like so, and you sew directly on your machine, on your sewing machine. So I'm done marking my dart on the front side. So right now it's for us to move over to the back. Yeah, it's for us to move over to the back. So this is my back fabric. The back is bigger than the front. The back is bigger than the front. On the width side, bigger than the front with 3 inches for width, and higher than the front with 2 inches. So make sure anything that you cut out for your front, on the back, make sure that I added 3 inches on the width side, and on the length, add 2 inches to be greater than the front, if that makes sense. So we are going to duplicate the front with the back, just with small touching. We are going to lay your front on your back panel. Then on the waist side, you're going to go up by 1.5 inches, just like I'm doing like this. On the hip side, come out by 1 inches. Then on your crotch side, come out by 2 inches. 2 inches. Yeah, just to get your crotch measurement for the back, so it's not going to be too tight on you. Then that 2 inches, you are going to take it down to your fabric for you to be free. But if you want it just to be a little bit free from the down of the two measurement, you're going to slant it down to the end of the fabric. But me, I like it to be free. I took the two down to the fabric. But if you don't want it like that, from your crotch line, you can slide it down to the end of the fabric. Yeah, if that makes sense. So I'm joining my lines together. Yeah, so from that 1.5 inches that you added on the top, you're going to slant it down to the side of your fabric, to the side of the short. Yeah, of the short, if that makes sense. Just like I'm doing like this in this video, is slant it down. On that side, you're not adding any measurement. The measurement that you're adding is just on that crotch side. But on the side of your fabric, we are not adding any measurement. Right now, I introduce my pin to pin it down so that it will stop moving. As a fashion designer, I want to make use of your pin, okay? So for fact, I'm going to join it all down, just like I'm doing like this. Join it together. Make sure that the crotch measurement for the front and the crotch measurement for the back is sitting on the same line. Just confirm it. Confirm it very well, so it will not be hard for you while sewing. So I'm joining the lines together. I've joined all the lines together to that crotch depth of the back, just like I'm doing like this in this video. So after that, I'm going to extend it down to the hem with that 2 inches. But if you don't want it, you can slant it from that side to down to go and meet that front side. But I want it to be so free. But if you want it to be a little bit free, you just slant it from that crotch 2 inches to down to go and meet, to slanting now to go and meet the short. But if you want it to be so free as possible, do like this that I'm doing in this video. So I am done. It's now time for us to cut. So follow this process and you're not going to regret it. I'm not hiding anything. Everything is what I did on my fabric, just as seen in this video. So right now, let's cut. Okay, lovers, I'm done cutting the back. So I'm removing my pins to separate the front from the back, just like I'm doing like this in this video. So right now I separated my front from my back. I want to mark my back dart. So on your waist side, you measure your waist. Whatever you get on your waist, divide it by 2 equal parts to get your dart for your waist. Yeah, when you get your dart for your waist, you mark it like so. Then you come down by 5.5 inches. Remember the front side, we came down by 4 inches, but for the back, you're going to come down by 5.5 inches for your back. Then you connect it like this. Take half inches on the side of your waist dart. Yeah, if that makes sense. You know how to connect that now. So that's it. You're going to join your dart leg, just like I'm doing like this in this video. If you're not subscribed to my channel, my honey, what are you waiting for now? Do you want me to cry? Please help me and subscribe. If you want me to make the up of this dress, drop it on the channel that you want me to make the up. Just say it on this channel, that drop it on the comment section. I want the up to be made. You want me to do the tutorial for the up, and I'm going to do it. Just drop it on the channel. So like this, this is how I'm going to fold the dart for the back side. Whatever I do on the one piece, I will do it to the other piece. Remember, it is 2 pieces. Then you notch your back. After that, after notching the back, so this is the front, this is the back, just like I'm showing you like this in this video. So we're about to move over to the front and to go and cut out our pockets. We're going to work on our pockets for the front. So right now, time to introduce our pockets. So for the pocket, we're going to join into the front. So for the pocket, this is my pocket. Yeah, this is my pocket. I cutted this fabric. So for the pocket length, opening length like this, I cut it 16 inches by width. 16 inches folding, it will be gonna be 8 inches by folding. You are going to send by, when you fold it like this, you're gonna be 8 inches. Then 11.5 inches by length. 16 inches by width, but when you fold it's going to be 8 inches by width, if that makes sense. Yeah, then the length is going to be 11.5. Then from there you open it up, then you come down by 7 inches. When you come down by 7 inches on the upper side, we are going to come in by 1 inches, and you're going to trim it down to that 7 inches length that you marked. If that makes sense, my darling. I know it makes sense. So you're going to trim it down to the 7 inches that you mark. So that is basically what I'm doing here. I will trim it down, just like I'm doing like this in this video. So I am done trimming it out. So I'm going to bring the other fabric. Remember, the pocket is going to be 2, one for the other side and the other one for the other side. Yeah, so I'm going to bring the other fabric like this, the same length, the same width, but we are going to make it front side facing front side to trim out that slant that you made, so that you will not fit. Sometimes if you not do it like this, you have 2 pockets of the one side. But when you trim it front side facing front side, one will be for the other side and one will be for right side, one will be for left side. You're not going to make any mistake. But when you don't do it like that, sometimes you end up cutting 2 pockets for one side. So do it like this to get different pockets for the left and the right of your front pants, if that makes sense. So I'm done trimming it down, just like I'm doing. I'm showing you like this in this video. So we are done for the both sides of the pocket, and I'm showing you how it's going to be, making sure that I illustrate it very well, because I want your pant to be fine, just like my after stitching. So I am done here. So I'm going to introduce my front piece here. So for you to introduce your front piece, bring one of the pants. Yeah, one of the pants. You know, the pant is cut into 2. The front is cut into 2. So you separate it, work on the one side with one pocket and work on the other side the other pocket. So you put it like this, just like I'm doing like this in the video. Front side facing front side. The right side facing each other. If you understand. Yeah, the front of your fabric, 2 of the right side is facing each other. So you're not going to trim out your pocket. You trim it out to be the same curve with the pocket. Trim your pants out to be the same curve with the pocket. Yeah. So that when fixing the pocket, you're not going to have any issue. That thing that you're trimming it out, don't worry, you are still going to replace it while you are fixing your pocket. Then trim it out like this in this video, my darling. So I am done trimming it out. So I will now go and sew it by half inches to the 7 inches that I trimmed down. Remember that you make it up to that 7 inches that you mark. Yeah, you sew it with half inches. Whatever you do on this side, you are going to do it on the other side of the pocket of the front piece. Yeah, whatever I'm showing you here, you do on this side, I'm going to do it on the other side of the pant. That is basically what is happening. So I'm done fixing the pocket, and what the next thing is for you to top stitch on the pocket. Top stitch on the pocket. You top stitch on the pocket, just like I'm doing like this in this video. You separate your pocket from your pants and you top stitch on the pocket. From that side, you take it like this. Do you see the way I folded it? Yeah, you fold it like this to go and meet the pocket. We flip the pocket on the wrong side, and you fold it like this. Do you see? Just why I folded it like so. Are you seeing that inches that is remaining? That inches is going to make up for that half inches that you trim out from your waist. If that makes sense. Yeah, that inches from the pocket. I'm still showing you the way I folded it in, just like this. You're going to bring it up like this, leaving 1 inches on the side of this pocket. Yeah, half inches for joining your back and the front, and the other half inches is for that half inches you trim out from your pants. Yeah, you trim out to cut out your pocket. You trim out to cut out your pocket slant, if that makes sense. So right now it's for us to move over to the back of the pocket, and you turn it like so to hem the back of the pocket. You see this place where I'm pointing is where you're going to sew, so that the sewing will be inside the pocket, so that the outer side will be sewn neat. I'm going to repeat it again for you to understand what I'll go over to my sewing machine, turn it like this. After I flip it on the back, turn it like this, and I'm going to sew with half inches. I will sew like this, just like I'm marking with my chalk. You sew it like so in this video. After that, you are going to flip it back. So that is basically it. Whatever I do on this side, I'm going to do it on the other side though. So I am done sewing it. So this is it, my darling. This is my pocket. Are you seeing it? See it? I'm done sewing it. See, the back of the pocket is sewn. This is where the stitching are, inside the pocket. That is basically what I was showing you that time. So inside the pocket is where the stitch are. So I am done sewing it, and I iron my fabric down, just like I'm doing like this in this video, my darling. So if you see it, I'm putting my hand, you have your pockets here. This is the simplest way to fix your pocket. I don't know about you, but it's the simplest way to fix my pocket for me. So right now, let's go over and mark our dart to go and fix our dart. Remember that you notch your dart. So you're going to hold it down by 4 inches length. You fix your dart on one side of the pant and the other side of the pant. Whatever you do on the other side, you do it, or whatever you do on one side, do on the other side, if that makes sense. So I'm going to fix my dart on the other side. That's basically what I was showing you. You have seen I've sewn my pocket down on the other side too. So I'm going to fix my dart. Remember, after sewing on the pocket, you top stitch the pocket on the waist side, so that it will join together with the fabric. You top stitch the pocket on the waist side of the pants. So after that, after putting my dart, I will now join the two sides of the front together from the crotch side using half inch. Yeah, that's basically what I'm about to show you now. This crotch side, I will join the two sides of the pocket using half inch, so that it will be one piece. The front side will be one piece. I'll go over to my machine and fix my dart and join the crotch side. Then coming to the front, at the back of the pants, I'll also fix my dart for the back of the front. Yeah, that's basically what I'm showing you. By 5.5 inches length, I'll fit my dart for the back of the pants. Yeah, if that makes sense, my darling. So I'll fix my dart here. After that, I will join the back together, front side facing each other, to form one piece through the crotch side. I will join it on the crotch side with 1 inches, just like I'm doing, like showing you like this in this video. Yeah, this is basically what I am doing. So I'll go over to my sewing machine and do that, and I'll come and show you the next step. So I'm done joining, fixing my dart, joining on the crotch side, fixing my pocket, everything. Our work is coming together, darling. So I'm showing you how I put my hand inside that pocket. So I am done with both the front dart, the back dart, and the cross joining with 1/2 inch. So that is basically what I'm showing you guys here in this video. So right now it's time for us to join the front and the back together. Join the front and the back together. I'm showing that I've gone ahead to take my darts for the back, and I'll join the cross together. So for us to join the front and the back together, so I will put the back on top of the front, right side facing each other, just like I'm doing in this video, and I'm going to join it through the crotch first, crotch side. I will make sure that the crotch side of the front and the crotch side of the back aligns together, and I'm going to sew by 1/2 inches. I will sew one side first, and I'll move over to the other side, and I will sew the other side first. So that is basically what I'm showing you guys in this video. You're going to join the crotch of the front and the crotch of the back together, just like I'm showing you like this in this video. I'm making use of my pin so that none of it will shift, so that I'll sew it accurately. See, to join this side together, join the crotch side of this together, join the other side together, just like I'm doing like this in this video. So let's move over to my machine. Then on the side, we are going to move over to the side and join the two sides together by 1/2 inches. Remember that 1/2 inches allowance that you took. You join the two sides together by 1/2 inches, just like I'm doing like this in this video. Yeah, you join the two sides. Then on the other side of the pants, you come down by 7 inches or 8 inches. Open it, because that is where you are attaching your zipper. We are not going to join that place. You don't join from that 7 inches. Yeah. From that, you open it by 6 inches. Sorry, you just run from that 6 inches down, because the opening that you left there is where you'll be attaching your zipper, and from that place you're going to pass your band around. So you just, the other side, you're going to just minus 6 inches on the up, and then I close the other side, just like I'm doing like this in this video, just for your to fix your zip and for your band. So I am done joining the sides together, both the crotch depth and the side of the front and the back. So our short pant is now coming together like you're seeing in this video. So it's now time for us to work on our band. So for the band, you're going to measure around the waist of your pant. Measure it round the waist of your pant. Measure it round, and you add the 1 inches. The 1 inches is for the excess. It's better to have excess while fixing than for you to be run shortage of fabric. So whatever I got, and that is with my band length. Then for the band width, remember that when we are taking our measurement, we always minus 2 inches. That means our band is going to be 2 inches. So for the width of the band, it's going to be 5 inches. By folding, it will be 2 inches. By folding, it's going to be 2.5. So on the side of the band, we are going to measure. On the side of the band, you're going to measure 1/2 inches and iron it down on the both side of the band, just like I'm doing like this in this video. You iron it down so that it will be very, very easy for you to stitch on your fabric, on your pants. So that's basically what I'm doing in this video. I'll iron the other side 1/2 inches, and I'll iron this side 1/2 inches. You understand? I will iron it so well so that it's not going to be hard for you. So I am done ironing here. So we are going to move over to our sewing machine to stitch it down. So this is our sewing machine. So this is how to stitch your band down. So like this, you open up your band. Yeah, on the wrong side of the band, you place the right side of on the wrong side of your fabric. Then you place the right side of the band on the wrong side of your fabric, if that makes sense. Yeah. So from that half inches that you iron down, you open it up and you sew on that half inches, just like I'm doing like this in this video. We are going to sew it round the band. You're going to sew it round the band on that half inches that you iron down. You are going to open it up and sew it round the band, just like I'm doing like this in this video. Please, if you have watched to this extent, don't forget to subscribe. If you want me to make the top of this dress, let me know. Drop it on the comment section, and I'm going to make the top for you. So you're going to sew it round on the waist side. So just like I'm doing like this in this video. So I'm going to sew it round on my waist pants. So when I'm done, I am done sewing it round. So I'm going to cut out the excesses, that last 1 inch that say to add, say, so that you not go shortage your fabric. So I'm going to cut out the excesses. So right now it's time for me to top stitch on the front. That is why you sew it from the back of the fabric. You're now going to top stitch on the front, just like this. Place it, make sure that the half inches is close to that half inches that you sew. That half inches that you iron in is close to that half inches that you sew on the band, if that makes sense. Just like I'm doing like this in this video. Then you top stitch on top of the half inches that you iron down. So it's going to be neat, both the front and the back. So that's basically what I'm top stitching now. I went ahead and I top stitched it around the waist. So that is basically it. Yeah, after that, I go ahead and fix my zipper. I fix my zipper on the allowance that I have for the side. That half inches allowance, I fix my zipper there. So this is the end result. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, comment if you want me to make the top. Thank you. Bye.